In the hot seat, India welcomes a new central bank governor as the rupee sinks to record lows against the US dollar. Syria or taxes? Leaders from the world's biggest economies gather in Russia for the G20 summit. Hello, welcome. Thanks for joining us for this edition of the Asia Business Report on BBC World News. I'm Rico Hizon. It is official. India has a new central bank governor. Economist Raghuram Rajan takes up the post as his country's currency, the rupee, continues to hit new lows. The annual growth figures weaken. For more on the challenges ahead for the new central bank governor, Samir Hashmi has his report from Mumbai.
Raghuram Rajan arrives to take charge of the Indian Central Bank. A former chief economist at the International Monetary Fund, an honorary economic advisor to India's Prime Minister. His CV comes with a long list of credentials, but he comes in at a time when the Indian economy is facing many challenges.
This is not an easy time. The economy does face challenges. At the same time, India is fundamentally a sound economy with a bright future. Our task today is to build a bridge to the future over the stormy waves produced by global financial markets. I have every confidence we will succeed in doing that.
The biggest problem right now is the rupee, which has been the worst performing currency in Asia, depreciating over 20% against the dollar since May. But that's not the only challenge. With the Indian rupee depreciating, food prices are rising, pushing inflation up. And on the other side, there is an economy which is growing at its slowest pace in 10 years. As Raghuram Rajan takes charge of the Indian Central Bank in this grand old building behind me, the industry is hoping that he'll cut interest rates to revive growth once the currency stabilizes. But in the past, the Reserve Bank of India has given priority to taming inflation. So the big question is, will Rajan continue with the same stance? He did not spell that out clearly, but the new governor gave enough hints that some tough decisions would follow.
Any entrant to central bank governorship probably starts at the height of their popularity. Some of the actions I take will not be popular. The governorship of the central bank is not meant to win one votes or Facebook likes. But I hope to do the right thing, no matter what the criticism, even while looking to learn from the criticism.
Outgoing Governor D. Subba Rao got a warm farewell on his last day after some tough years in office. As Rajan takes over the mantle, he can only hope that his tenure won't be as challenging as his predecessors. Samir Hashmi, BBC News, Mumbai.
For more on the new Reserve Bank of India governor and the new challenges ahead, we're joined now in our studio to discuss this by Shobha, Bhalla, editor-in-chief of the magazine India Say. Thank you so much for joining us, Shobha. First of all, you've met Mr. Rajan many years ago. What do you think of him? Do you think he's the right man for the job? Does he have the character, the personality to push forward reforms in the Indian Central Bank?
Well, from what I met and what I know of him and I've read of him, I really think he's the man for the job right now. He's cut from a different cloth. He's not just from that same old group of insider, bureaucrat, bankers. And I think he brings with him fresh thinking, although you have to say he's hemmed by the trilemma of various policies, politics, and the system, and of course outside problems facing India that he can't completely cure. He doesn't have a magic wand.
Absolutely, he doesn't have the magic wand, and he is an outsider looking in, coming from the International Monetary Fund. Do you think that he'll be able to deal with the incumbent administration, the Congress Party, in being able to move forward on a coherent policy of pushing fiscal and monetary policy for the betterment of the Indian economy?
Well, we hope so, because he's come in saying that he really doesn't want to be popular. He doesn't want Facebook likes, but he really has to face Congress. He really has to face the ruling party and be able to walk the line without incurring too much wrath over there, because after all, they are still running the country, and he's just the RBI governor. He's not the main policy maker. He's not the head of the finance ministry, because there's the finance ministry too that he has to handle. So it's a tightrope he has to walk. But I do believe that he will be bolder. He does understand the market. As an NRI, he can also see it, an ex-NRI, he can see it from the outside, but he also knows the system from the inside. He's already announced a slew of measures right now, which is slightly calm down the markets, and if one of India's biggest private banks, ICICI's chief strategist, has said that it's a big bang start, it means something good, doesn't it?
Indeed, the big challenges for the new central bank governor. Shobha, Tsering, Bhalla, editor-in-chief of India Say magazine. Great to have you with us.
Thank you.
Well, leaders of the G